Dwayne Bravo of the St Kitts Nevis Patriots. Still feels a little strange saying that, but here we are. 3 wins out of 3, so teams you've been involved with now, 15 wins in a row in CPL. Must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, thanks for those numbers. I wasn't aware of it, obviously. 12 last year, undefeated champions, and then the first 3 games here with a new franchise, new team. So yeah, 15. I don't think it's 15 though, because I think I missed a couple of games last year. So, but having said that, it's good to start the campaign on a positive note. This CPL definitely going to be very challenging because of the schedule, close games, and for me, it's a new team. But the players who I played with before and played against, and it's good I was able to hit the ground running. We have a very good coach in Simon Helmut. Both of us worked together in the past, so we understand each other. We have that captain-coach friendship kind of bond, and yeah, we're just happy to start well.
What do you think the main reasons are for your perfect start so far?
Guys that's hungry for success. The guys who are performing, they put their hands up. At the beginning of the tournament, I suggested to the owners and to the coach that I would like Evan Lewis to be the vice captain of the team, give him that extra responsibility. He's been here with his franchise for the last 7 years. He's the best batsman, easily one of the best in the Caribbean and in the world to me when it comes to this format. So it's about giving him that extra responsibility. Shafin Rutherford, a guy who I rate very highly, talented guy again, giving him opportunities, getting these players to understand and let them feel love, let them feel belong, let them feel a part of something strong. So yeah, we had our first meeting. Like I said, we had a good coach. It's just for us to enjoy each other's success and start well in the tournament. Chris Gale is here, myself, all of our experience. We just try to empower it on the younger players.
You guys have had a really strong start to the season from a middle order point of view. You've had some success with the bat. You've already mentioned Shafane, who was fantastic yesterday, and then Fabian as well, who has a strike rate that is just ridiculous. How pleasing is it to see the guys firing and in form, and not only that, but having more than 1 or 2 guys that are firing and in form?
Yeah, it's good and it's very pleasing. It's in a tournament like this where the games come so fast. It's good to have different players performing at different times. But consistency is the key, and the guys who are performing is important for the likes of Rutherford, Devon Thomas, Evan. To continue to perform. Drakes, they will have games that their performance might drop, and that is where the other players, like myself, Fawad Ahmed, Sheldon Cotterell, Ravi Bupar is about to be a part of the tournament as well. So all in all, we all have to play our role and play our part to make a difference in the team. Like I said, we start very good, but it's not the end of the tournament. The tournament now, the business end is now about to get started. So it's going to be a challenge for us to continue the way we're going.
You had some very late replacements as far as overseas players are concerned, which I'm sure must have impacted on your preparations. But how pleasing is it to see, for example, Paul van Meekeren coming in and doing as well as he had? Obviously, huge impact yesterday, getting 2 set batsmen out in 2 balls towards the end of the innings. That probably saves you 20 runs maybe. Yeah. So is it pleasing to see him doing so well and the other guys that have come in?
Yeah, very impressed with Paul. Before yesterday's game, both games he was wicketless, and he was so anxious about getting his first CPL wicket, and I keep saying to him, don't worry, the wicket is going to come, but you're doing a fantastic job for the team because you're bowling 3 overs in the power play, and no one is really dominate him so far in the tournament. I said so. It's good to see finally get his reward yesterday and getting 2 quality wickets and Hafiz and Hetty, who both were set, and that gave us the luxury to shut down the game in the back end, and we felt comfortable at the halfway stage to chase 168. Yeah, happy with Paul. Asif Ali unfortunately hasn't get off. Bad decision in the last game. Didn't bat in 1. So these things happen. Fawad Ahmed is being himself there and stuff. So yeah, we miss the original signings, but the guys who come in fit in very well, and the local guys are performing, which is important to have local players performing.
Something on Devon Thomas, who's been fantastic. You're actually one of the few sides that seem to have had a consistent opening partnership. It seems so far that this has been a bit of a new ball pitch, but those guys have come in and done very well for you. You've already mentioned Evan, and we know what Evan can do, but it's not often that we've seen Devon opening in 2020 cricket, and he seems to have stepped up to that role really well.
Yeah, at the start I asked him what number he would like to bat, and he wasn't sure. And then I said, about open with Evan is his best friend. I said, what about open? And he was like, yeah, he would like to open. And he said he wanted to get the team off that fly. I said, I'm not interested in you getting the team off that fly. I'm interested in Devon Thomas batting properly and making more than 20 and more than 25 over 10 and 15 balls. I want you to start to think batsmanship and bat deep, and you're getting the opportunity. I'm going to back you 100%. So I'm happy that funny story, I even give him my incentive. I said, if you make 50 runs, I give you 300 US. And when he was on 42, he started counting one until he get at 50, and then he pointed at me. So it's just to motivate these guys, and as I said before, they all have the talent and the ability. It's just to be supported and backed and trusted by the leader. The team support them, and I'm very happy to know that, again, it's always help when you have your best friend on the next end. And Evan and Devon Thomas have a very good friendship. And it's good they're doing the job for the team, and it gives the likes of Fabian, myself, Rutherford to come in the middle and finish games.
I can't let you go without a word on how Chris Gale is doing. He's missed the last 2 games. Obviously, you guys have had the luxury of having runs elsewhere, but leading T20 run scorer sitting out must be a bit of a frustration. Where is he, and when can we expect to see him back on the park?
We love to have him back, but we allow him to make that decision. The physio and Chris work very closely. Even this morning, he was in the physio room. He's eager to get back on the park because he knows he's going to contribute when he gets back. And he's only going to make our team stronger, our batting lineup stronger, put a little more fear in the opposition. So as a captain, I'm looking forward to his return. But there's no pressure. It will be slowly up to him when he's ready. And the universe boss is always welcome.
Something that I think isn't talked about a lot is how Chris is in the dressing room and the dressing room present he has. And I've heard players before say that it has an impact. Is he a good guy to have around?
Of course. You can't go wrong when you have someone like him, because if you're struggling, and you can go to him and talk to him about the game. And again, that's the fact that having a Chris Gale in a setup, it just makes everything feel complete. He's not playing, but he's there after every halfway break. He come inside, but before we go to bat, he talk to the guys. He's someone big and believe and asking guys to enjoy the moment. So for me, it was a pleasure for me to play with him in CPL, because I just felt that it was destined and right for both of us to be in the same team at some point in time before we finish our career. And I'm happy that it happened. And we are determined to try and see if we could build St Kitts and turn St Kitts franchise into one of the most competitive and most entertaining franchise in CPL.
Dwayne Bravo of the St Kitts Nevis Patriots, thank you very much.
Thank you.